Coach, welcome to the post-match press conference. Congratulations on the win. If you can just give us your perspective on the match.
Thank you very much. I think basically the game has two sides, clearly two halves. First one where we took control of the game. Basically, we played the game that we expected to have from the opponent. And we completed it in the right way. We changed the structure, we changed the players in order to arrive on the game in the proper way. And we achieved a result that could have been even more comfortable, because I think we could have scored more and finished the game at halftime anyway. At halftime, the talk with the players was exactly to keep on the same level, not to drop the intensity, to enter to fight for a goal immediately so that we could finish, because everybody knows that 2-0, whatever the opponent it is always a tricky result. And the only thing that we were playing that we didn't expect is that the opponent would put any ball, any free kick, direct balls on the box, and they did it from all places of the pitch. So it made, sometimes it can be tricky to have to deal with this. So we had to be clear on the approach in the second half and to have the intention to enter very strong and finish the game. Unfortunately, we lost Tashik immediately on the beginning. And we had to play with less one player. So we coped with a 4-4-1 structure during some time, but then we knew that we had players that we needed to substitute because they could not handle all the game, like Skivel, like then Pitsu got tired, then Codison for sure, Artur for sure, so Artur was coming from an injury. So we had to deal with this fact that we knew that we had players to substitute. But having a result of 2-1, not being able after 20 minutes to score the third one, we decided it was time to finish the game and to close it. And from there, eventually search for an opportunity to score. So I think we did it very well. We finished the game and result done. Looking forward for the next round, of course.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take questions from the floor. Please to introduce yourself. We'll move the mic just a bit, Coach, because of some interference here with the
Coach, is this the type of game where you will really care less about the performance, but just be content and happy that you're in the next round?
These kind of games are games obviously where you want to get the performance, and I think first half was quite okay. Obviously the game changed in the second one, and what we did in terms of managing the game with less one player was absolutely normal. They arrived on our box with long balls, only from most of them from some situations where we even put players in the front trying to score the third one, and we coped with this easily. Then we put it the back three, so the three center backs under control, because they also put the extra attacker. We gave the proper answer to get comfort to our players, because we also didn't want a game that would be very physical. So we didn't want that game. We didn't want to play that game. So everything I did has also to do with that, managing the game in the right ways, and so that we profit from what kind of effort we want, from what kind of instability we wanted in the team. And for sure, I didn't want to leave a moment where they could score one goal. Because one goal can come from this kind of long balls. It can be a mistake, it can be a ball that falls on the wrong space and someone kicks. And we had one or two of these balls. We have a couple of corners against. And from one situation like that, you can suffer against any team. And I tried to avoid as much as possible so that we would pass for that emotional moment of eventually suffering one goal. So we had no problems. We coped with all the situations. We finished the game with a positive result and going for the next round. So mission accomplished. The worst thing that we get from this game is obviously that we lost a player. That there's no sense on these kind of games. There's no sense to lose players at all. But attention, it's not an aggressive action, but it's an action that is dangerous. So we totally accept the red card, but we cannot say that it was intentional. No, it's the moment the other player takes the ball out, Tash puts the feet and steps on the foot of the other player. So it's not intentional, but it's completely fair to have the red card or the second yellow.
Coach, looking at the time that you've spent with the team and what's coming up in your calendar for Mamelodi Sundowns, are you satisfied with the players that you've given an opportunity, and just going forward, if injuries happen to what is probably your first string side, are you confident that you have the depth to go forward?
I do hope that we don't have injuries, and I do hope that the players that are injured really can reinforce us. Because exactly they are in the point that is eventually in a couple of weeks they will start coming. So we had already Sales that today joined the team. We had Skiva that played also. And we hope that players that are just finishing their recovery process also can help the team in the future, near future. It will be a challenge because as I spoke already, we have 8 games in a row during 1 month. This is something that should never happen in football. Obviously, it's not normal to happen. So until the FIFA break, we'll be playing every 3 or 4 days. It's not normal and not acceptable. It's very difficult to cope with. I really hope that the players can sustain the effort. And most of our opponents will not be in this system. So I saw the calendars of the other teams and they will not be submitted to this effort, but we will. And we have to cope with it. We have to cope with it and we will cope with it, I'm pretty sure. That's why today also we gave opportunity for players that were not playing so much to get game time, so that they also get the effort that comes from a proper game, official game, that is completely different from a training session or from a friendly match, because we will naturally need the players to reinforce the team. And I'm pretty confident about the value that they have. What they need is also to believe on them as much as possible. The ones, and there's one very important thing, a player can be because when you play in 4 days, it seems that after 3 matches passed a long time and just passed 1.5 weeks. So time, if you look back and say, when I played last this one, because it's so frequent the games that so the players they cannot put the